One of the signs of a Catholic Church is the crucifix, not just a cross hanging, but a cross with the body of Christ on it. But there are two different ways to look at the body of Christ. Today we'll look at those two. The first one we call the crucifix of suffering. It shows Jesus hanging on the cross, and this is a painting from 1550 by a German painter. And the cross of suffering shows Jesus obviously in pain. His head is hanging down, his hands are on the cross and they're splayed, his fingers are sticking out. Sometimes the body is twisted into an S shape. It's meant to indicate or to stress the great suffering that Jesus went through on the cross. The other type of cross is called the cross of victory. And here in the cross of victory, it's very different. This is a remarkable cross because it's from about 1100. It's from Germany, and the Germans had only been Christians for about a couple of generations. And this picture is very different. It's Christ, it's not as if he's hanging on the cross, he's looking out. And he's almost standing. And he has his head raised looking at us, and his face is saying what? Inviting us to come into his arms that are outstretched, inviting us to be part of his life. So these two kinds of crosses express the two different meanings of the cross, of the love of God in Jesus suffering and dying for us, and then finally the victory of Christ over death. And here's a picture of the cross in our church in St. John Evangelist in Riverhead. Notice it's the cross of victory. Take a look at the cross in your church, and what kind of cross is that? Think about it again. The cross stands for Christ's victory, it stands for Christ's suffering and death, and God's love for us.